I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Achakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 First Fruit. Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kasha Quala from the GMS Atlanta Church here in Georgia. Back at you again with another lesson. And the name of this lesson is going to be called Wisdom Never Fades Away. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to get into Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and 12. It says, wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. Yeah, she is easily seen of them that love her and found of such as seek her. All right. So it says again, wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. All right. That's the point of the lesson right there. All right. So we're going to get a few words as in glorious and fade. All right. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right. Let's get the etymology of these two words. All right. Glorious. Glorious. It says glorious, blessed. All right. All right. It says blessed. It says full of glory and famous. Correct. This wisdom that we are reading and that we are receiving from the Lord ultimately will get us a certain level of fame when we get to the kingdom. Lord willing, we're part of that number. All right. But the thing is, we have to hold on to that wisdom. All right. It says, yeah, she is easily seen of them that love her. All right. And I'm going to get a precept when it says easily seen of them that love her. Get a classic precept in the book of Titus. All right. This is Titus chapter 1, verse 15. And it says, unto the pure, all things are pure. All right. So the ones who see purely, and to the ones that seek pure things, they're going to see wisdom very clearly. All right. And they're going to end up falling in love with wisdom. And they're going to call wisdom their mother. All right. So let me get that real quick. In the book of Second Esdras. Wisdom is a key component to getting through life and walk. We walk through the valley of shadow of death. Well, how do we escape the death? Through one way is through the wisdom. All right. Second Esdras 13 and 55. I want to say, yep. It says Second Esdras 13 and 55. It says, thy life hast thou ordered in wisdom. You see that? When you order your life in wisdom, therefore your life shall lengthen. All right. Simple as that. I know there's a scripture on that. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me go. Let me go to Ecclesiasticus, the first chapter. I know there's a few scriptures that talk about a lengthening of life. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. Because I know it's somewhere in here. All right. It says, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 1 verse 20 says, the root of wisdom is the fear of the Lord. All right. Ultimately what? Let's read it right here. It says, verse 14, to fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So in order to acquire this wisdom, you have to have a level of fear of the Lord. And it was created with the faithful in the womb. Okay. So it says the root of wisdom is to fear the Lord. All right. And it says, in the branches thereof are long life. Correct. So if you keep wisdom in the forefront and you move correctly and how you're supposed to move according to the scriptures, you will have a long life. All right. So back to wisdom, Second Esdras 13 and 55. It says, thy life hast thou ordered in wisdom. So if you're ordering your life in wisdom, therefore, you in turn have a long life. And when it speaks of a long life, I don't want no long life here in America, but when we reach to that point of eternal life, when our faith is finally finished, when we finished the course, like Paul speaks about. All right, and it says, and has called understanding thy mother. Okay, so going back, it says, yeah, she is easily, Wisdom of Solomon 6:12, continuing, yeah, she is easily seen of them that love her. We understand to the pure all things are pure. All right, so the wisdom is something that's pure, and the ones who love her see that it's pure and ends up falling in love with the wisdom, or loving the wisdom like you would love your mother. You see? That's why we brought out 2nd Esdras 13:55. So continuing in there, it says, and found such as seek her. All right? And found such as seek her. Meaning, hey, you look, you're going to find it. And in the wisdom found you ultimately. And wisdom has to bring you through that trial, like it's spoken about in Ecclesiasticus, the 4th chapter. Okay? Wisdom chooses you. All right? So we know wisdom is glorious. It's a blessing. Like it says in the definition. It's famous. Wisdom is something that can make you famous. All right? I know right here it says glorious, vainglorious. Nah. You got to eliminate certain things. Vainglory means empty pride. All right? No. We're talking about something that's a blessing to receive. And that's wisdom. All right? And it says it never fadeth away. So let's get that word fade. And we're going to get another precept. The word fade means to lose brightness, grow pale. See, that's not the case. We're not going to lose brightness if you stay in the bosom of wisdom. All right. Let me get I think it's Micah 7:9. It says Micah 7:9, I will bear the indignation of the Lord. The point is at the end of the verse though. Because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light. You see that? You see that? He will bring you forth to the light. Now the word fade means what? Lose brightness. Now it clearly says right here that what? It never fades away. So if we are bearing the indignation, we're doing what we're supposed to do, and we're holding on to wisdom, and we're putting our head in the bosom of wisdom, our mother, what makes you think we're going to fade away? Okay? This is going to happen to us. He's going to bring us forth into the light. And that's clearly opposite of fading away. Simple. And it says, and I shall behold his righteousness. You see that? Behold his righteousness. The word fade, again, lose brightness, grow pale. You see? Who grows pale? Edomites. They grow pale. When you see pale people, it's a fucking Edomite. Simple as that. They fade away. As you can see, their kingdom is fading away. Very quickly now. The curses are coming back according to Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter. I want to say verse 7. The curses are coming back onto them and jumping off of us. The demons that we had on us are jumping onto them. They're growing pale. All right? Meaning they're fading away. And another indication of when someone goes pale, especially an Edomite, is because they're scared. All right? Fade means to become weak. When you read one of the Apostle Tahar's favorite verses in the book of Revelation, when it speaks about being lukewarm, all right? When it speaks about being lukewarm, of course my internet wants to go slow. Salakia. There we go. All right. Let's get it real quick. Bear with me. All right. So Revelation 3:16, 3:15, it says, I know thy works that are neither hot nor neither cold nor hot. I will thou wert cold or hot. So he's like, I'd rather you just be 2 feet in or 2 feet out. 2 feet out, get the hell out of my face. 2 feet in and put in this work. Verse 16, it says, so then because thou art lukewarm All right. So let's get the word lukewarm, because you can coincide this with the word fade, since it says become weak. All right.
Strong's G 5513. Chliaras. Chliaras.
Klias. I'm totally butchering that. Says tepid or lukewarm metaphor, condition of the soul wretchedly fluctuating between a torpor and a fever of love. All right, lukewarm. Let's get it in the etymology real quick. Meaning lukewarm, you're indecisive. All right. Meaning you're indecisive. Now, when you see the adjective lukewarm, the adjective means it's describing something. Now, as you saw in this, it said what? Tepid or tepid. All right. But when you keep going, it says what? Weak. So if you're fading away, you're a lukewarm individual and you're weak. And who else is like that? Esau. So you would be in the lot of an Edomite. All right. You're a pale ass individual, meaning you're scary as shit. The scriptures told us in the book of Joshua, the first chapter, to have good courage. It's a commandment. All right. You're fading, meaning you're weak, and you're losing your brightness. So now you're in the lot of Matthew, the 25th chapter, of the five individuals who didn't have their oils and didn't trim their lamps. And the word, it says, when you read it, it says they trimmed their lamps. Trim meaning they prepared themselves for the bridegroom to come. All right. Since you were pale, you were fading, and you became weak, and you withered away like the fig tree, the Lord ain't going to defend you. And that is a clear indication of what? You didn't hold wisdom close to you. And you never called wisdom your mother. And you forgot your first true love. You see that? All right. So it says, verse 13, she preventeth them that desire her, in making herself first known unto them. You see that? Making herself first known unto them. You see? So it should be your first love right there. That wisdom. So let's go ahead and go on to the next precept. Let's get Ecclesiasticus, the 24th chapter, one of my favorite chapters. So this is Ecclesiasticus 24:1. It says, wisdom shall praise herself. And see, there goes that word glory again. And shall glory in the midst of her people. All right. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to skip down just to get to the point. All right. Verse 8, it says, so the creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thine inheritance in Israel. You see that? So where's wisdom laying her head down at? With us. All right, Israelites. Now here's the point. It says, he created me from the beginning of the world, and I shall never fail. You see that? If something never fails, it means it never fades away, like it was saying in Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter. So it would behoove you to get this wisdom that is pure from the Lord. Until the pure, all things are pure, man. You better see that the wisdom is the only thing, and is one of the things that's going to get you out. All right? It's going to keep you moving in the right direction. You're going to stay on the straight gate. You're not going to fall in the water. You're not going to fall in the fire on the other side. You're going to stay on that straight gate, straight to the kingdom. All right? That's what's going to happen if you keep wisdom at your forefront. All right? It teaches you how to move around, how to duck and dodge the fiery darts of this goddamn devil, Esau, man. We understand what those fiery darts are. All right? It's anything negative that Esau throws at you, but mainly what? These goddamn missiles that are coming. That's a fiery dart. All right? Wisdom is one way to dodge those things. And it's wise to listen to the wisdom and instructions that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai laid out for us in this Biblios, all right, or this book. Simple as that, you know. So Lord willing, y'all are edified. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Achakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 First Fruit. This is your brother Kasha Kwala from the GMS Atlanta Church here in Atlanta. Until next time, I say shalom.